look at your neighbor and tell them the shutdown is over. For 35 days, over 800,000 people have been living with the uncertainty about when and if they were ever going back to work. For 35 days, over 800,000 people had to endure childlike behavior of grown people who have been entrusted to serve their constituents with integrity and compassion. But for 35 days, all we saw was a temper tantrums from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, over $5.7 million for a wall that is only the priority for the alt-right nationalists who have made their fortunes off of the backs of the parents of the immigrants they're trying to keep out. A wall is not the priority when healthcare is in jeopardy of leaving 8.7 million people of color without Medicaid coverage by the year 2026 because of the Republicans systematically stripping the affordable healthcare down to the mere shell of what it was and what it was meant to be. The wall is not the answer when President Trump has asked Congress to slash the budget and the staff of the Department of Health and Human Services Office of Civil Rights, which protects against discriminations in the healthcare industry. The wall is not the priority when the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, SNAP, helps 13.5 million families of color put food on the table, yet President Trump wants to slash this program for more than $193 billion over the next 10 years. This would undermine a program essential to the health and well-being of 8 million African Americans, 7.7 million Hispanic Americans, 1.3 million Asian Americans, 560,000 Native Americans, 431,000 people of two or more other races. The wall is not the priority when Attorney General Jeff Sessions overturned so-called smart on crime approaches to criminal justice by directing prosecutors to pursue the harshest drug sentences possible without consideration of an individual's role in a drug conspiracy. This reversal will contribute to the over-incarceration of African Americans who remain more than twice as likely to be arrested for drug possession than whites. But I come to tell you this morning that the shutdown is over. The book of Isaiah was written during the time when Israel was divided. It was a divided nation. It was a family, but divided. It was divided and taken into captivity. Judah occupied the south and Israel the north. So then God uses Isaiah to send a warning to his disobedient children that judgment was coming. For those he loves, he chastens. The first 39 chapters of Isaiah deals with God's warning that a whipping was coming. I don't know if any of you all has ever had parents that used to whip you and they used to tell you before they pulled their belt off that if you don't get yourself together, don't make me take this belt off. Okay, maybe that was only at 7018 Haitian Drive. But what Isaiah was sent to tell the people that don't make God take his belt off on you. Chapter 61 talks about Jesus. Remember when Jesus in Luke 4, when he opened up the scroll, he opened up and he read from this chapter. He says that the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. And he has anointed me. He has empowered me. He has constructed me. He has given me, he has proven me and given me all of the necessary tools I need to be successful. He has anointed me to preach good news.
It's never too late to be what you should have been.